Ceremonies, the sidereal frontier. This is the voyage of the starship OryCon 30. Its mission, to explore strange new hotels, to seek out new guests and new programming ideas, to boldly go wherever it is we're going. Starring Harry Turtledove as the author guest of honor.
Hey, wait a minute. Which one of you is the real Harry Turtledove?
I am.
All right. Which one of you is from this timeline? The other one must be from the Robert A. timeline.
I'm the Harry Turtledove, the writer. This is my cousin Harry Turtledove, who lives in Portland, and this is his first convention, folks.
Since Harry Turtledove writes so much alternate history, this should be no problem for him.
If we have 2 Turtledoves this year, does that mean that we'll have a partridge in a doubletree?
Also starring Jeff Fennell as artist guest of honor. As the editor guest of honor. Cecilia Inning as the fan guest of honor. And special film guest, Tricky Pixie.
Welcome, guests, to the Starship OryCon. I'm Security Chief Mark Wells, and this is Ensign Dent, my daughter. During your visit, we'd like to make you honorary members of our crew and present you with these commemorative uniforms. But before that, we have a special guest, a special item for our special guest. This is a look magazine from November 22nd, tomorrow, of 1960. It says, "If the South had won the Civil War." I'd now like to present you with these lovely red
Target.
I don't know, so many of them here.
That could be dangerous.
We go through the OryCon.
Well, they don't have weapons.
Don't do it.
By the way, can we get your autographs now?
Hey, wait a minute. These shirts are red.
Got a bullseye on the back.
And you know what that means.
Let's get out of here. Rat! Now we'll have to track them all down.
It appears that the captain and Yeoman Rand will have to cut short their shouting. Lieutenant Uhura, contact Yeoman Rand and tell her the captain is urgently needed on the bridge.
Hey, I'll bet we have time for a few hands before he gets here.
Got any threes?
Commander Spock, I have Yeoman Rand on standby. She's found the captain. They're ready to beam up.
Commander Scott, beam up the captain and Yeoman Rand.
Aye, aye, sir.
happened?
I think it was a transporter malfunction.
We'll slap a Band-Aid on it and let's go.
But damn it, Jim, I'm an engineer, not a doctor.
One heart.
Free, no Trump.
Fizz bin! All right, Holmes, put down the cards and get back to work. I told you before, no fridge on my fridge.
Kidding. I would have won.
Who's that?
That is Ensign Dent, sir.
She's not what I expected.
Perhaps, sir, but she does always know where her towel is.
Let's move the room, and why aren't you people in uniform?
Captain, it's casual Friday.
Spock status report.
Yes, Captain. After 5 years on this ship, I am still only a first officer. Logically, I do not have sufficient status.
I meant the ship.
Oh, that. Well, our guests of honor went to visit our convention departments, and they forgot to take their pocket programs with them.
You mean they ran off and hid?
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Damn it, Spock, we can't just call the whole thing off. We have to go find these people.
Well, Captain, since the bar is not yet open, and we still have their luggage, it is logical to assume they have not gone far. I recommend we try searching all the planets in the convention galaxy.
What an astonishing idea.
I thought it was amazing.
So, Spock, will we find an analog for all of our departments on these planets?
Yes, Captain, and now that we've beaten that particular joke to death, I suggest we begin our search on the Archo planet.
Excellent idea. Make it so, number one.
What?
Sorry, future flashback.
To be or not to be? That is the question. But it is nowhere in the Oh, sorry. OryCon opening ceremonies, the sidereal frontier, is brought to you by volunteers. Remember, OryCon runs on blood,
sweat, and volunteers.
This year, volunteers who sign up at the office with Sparky or Franken Young can earn Fred Bucks, which can be traded for really cool stuff. Opening Ceremonies is also brought to you by the official fabric softener of OryCon, Klingon Free. For laundry that will do as it's told.
Mr. Chekhov, bring up the Archo planet on the view screen.
I can't, Captain. The screen's already been picked up on QuickBid for $450.
Captain, our sensors detect Jeff Fennell on the Archo planet.
Great. Let's recover him before he can escape. I mean, before he gets lost again. Lieutenant Uhura, open hailing frequencies. You call that opening hailing frequencies?
Every gesture tells a story.
Just ask them to return our artist guest of honor, will you?
Captain, they refuse.
Tell them that if they refuse to return our artist guest of honor, they'll be forced to take drastic measures.
You mean?
Yes. If they do not return Jeff Fennell, we'll be forced to send out Debbie Cross and Paul Wrigley to solicit donations for the Sue Petrie auction.
When is that anyways?
It is on Saturday from 4:30 to 6 o'clock in the Mount Hood room. They have some very distinguished auctioneers.
Captain, I'm receiving a communication from the planet's surface.
Well, what do they say?
It's very faint. Just a lot of heavy breathing. It's what? Well, Klaatu Barada Nikto to you too, buddy. I'm sorry, sir. It was another obscene phone call.
Another obscene call?
Never mind. Look, Scotty, can we just beam Jeff Fennell out of there?
Aye, Captain. We can beam him directly into the green room if you want.
Fine, Scotty. Chief Wells, meet our distinguished guest there and restrain. I mean, keep him company. Aye, Captain.
Captain, I'm getting a distress call from the Penguin Planet. Captain, it's our editor guest of honor, Ginger Buchanan. She was looking for the writer's workshop and stumbled into a giant slush pile. She's trapped and can't get out.
Tell her to start reading. We'll get her out of there as soon as we can.
Captain, sensors indicate that this is no ordinary slush pile. It's a Bulwer Lytton.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, if we put her to work editing the daily scene, she'd be much too busy to escape. Get lost in time.
Excellent suggestion, Mr. Chekhov. Mr. Spock, have you had any luck tracking young Cecilia Eng, our band guest of honor?
No, Captain. I have already scanned the Filker's planet, off-key, and found no sign of her. She is small, but very cunning.
But Spock, if she's not on the Filker's planet, where can she be hiding?
If Cecilia Eng were trying to hide from us, logically, she would go to the last place we would expect to find an intelligent, beautiful woman with good personal hygiene. Yes, Captain. There is a 98.752763415% chance that she is on the gamer's planet.
98.752763415? Why not 100%?
Well, she could be in the bathroom.
Mr. Chekhov, plot a course to polyhedron.
Aye, Captain.
Did you know that the first role-playing game was invented by a little old lady at Leningrad?
I was just going to say that.
Jim, this is the gamer's planet we're talking about. There could be biological hazards down there.
You make a good point, Bones. Lieutenant Sulu, set phasers to Alpine Fresh.
Captain, sensor scan of the planet is picking up large concentrations of empty Doritos bags, pizza boxes, and bottles of Mountain Dew.
Any signs of life?
Well, sir, with gamers, it's hard to tell.
Captain, sensors have detected a number of groups moving about the surface. They are wearing primitive clothing and carrying swords.
Is Cecilia Eng among them?
Checking for female life signs. No, Captain, she is not. Wait. I believe I have located our fan guest of honor.
Where is she? Is she in danger? Mr. Wells, put together an away team to rescue her.
She appears to be singing by a campfire, surrounded by a large number of well-endowed females in chainmail bikinis.
Chainmail bikinis? You leave that last order, Mr. Wells. This rescue needs my personal attention. I will bravely go down and rescue our fan guest of honor. Alone.
Jim, don't be a fool. You could be in mortal danger.
Bones, danger is my middle name.
I thought his middle name was Tiberius.
Captain, the doctor is right. You cannot go on this mission alone. I shall accompany you, and since this is a sensitive mission, we'll take Yeoman Rand along as a chaperone.
A chaperone? What's the matter, Spock? Don't you trust me?
On the contrary, Captain, I trust I know exactly what you will do.
They take their games way too seriously.
To your clothes, Captain. You look different.
The captain thought he would impress the ladies by tearing off his shirt. The response was intriguing.
So I forgot I was wearing my pajamas under my uniform. They didn't have to point and laugh.
What happened to you, Mr. Spock? The ladies took you away for quite some time.
Yeoman Rand, the young ladies were interested in discussing Vulcan architecture.
Is that why they kept talking about a throbbing jade column?
Jim, you look like hell, and that camisole isn't your color. In this country, doctor prescribes some good old-fashioned hospitality food. It'll stick to your ribs or something. Yeoman Rand, get the captain something to eat.
Aye, sir.
Bones, now that you mentioned I'm stuck. Hey, what's this in my chair? An egg?
Don't eat that, Jim. Don't eat that. It's a soup petri egg, and definitely not edible.
I don't know, with a little salt. Analysis, Spock.
Captain, these eggs are available for $2 each in the dealer's room. They support the Sue Petrie Scholarship Fund. Every egg wins a prize, but they must be redeemed by 2 p.m. on Sunday in the dealer's room.
You sure they're not edible? Where's Yeoman Rand? Spock, what is this?
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Perhaps today is a good day to diet.
Captain, a Romulan wargamer's bird has decloaked off the port bow. We're under attack.
Sula, shields up. Mr. Chekhov, evasive maneuver pattern alpha, now.
Whoa! shields are down, Captain. The replicators are offline, and somehow our dilithium crystals have been converted to Folgers.
Do you think Mr. Scott will notice?
Hark, me bairns, me wee bairns.
He noticed, believe me, he noticed.
Captain, the Romulans are coming back for another pass.
Lieutenant Sulu, we have time for only one shot. Set phasers to deodorize.
Aye, Captain.
Do you think you can do it?
Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Womulan.
Steady, Lieutenant Sulu, steady. Fire.
Captain, a direct hit. The Romulans have disintegrated.
Spock, how is that possible? They should only have been cleaned.
Nevertheless, Captain, they are gone.
Damn your pointy Vulcan ears, Spock. That isn't possible. God does not play dice with the universe.
Missed my saving throw, me damn it.
Actually, Doctor, it appears that he does.
So how are we going to get out of here? All of our fuel has been converted to coffee.
Upon analysis, Doctor, these dice appear to be two enormous dice lithium crystals. I suspect that Mr. Scott will know what to do with them. Ensign Dent, please take these to engineering.
Yes, Mr. Scott.
All right, while we're waiting for Scotty to install these crystals, we need to figure out where Tricky Pixie, our special field guest of honors, may have gone. Does anyone have any ideas?
Actually, Captain, I believe I know exactly where they are. They are on the Filkers planet, off-key.
But we were just there. Why didn't you say something?
You didn't ask, sir. Besides, they were in the middle of a concert. The odds against their fans allowing us to take them during a performance would have been 9,999,427.5 to 1. Logically, it seemed more prudent to wait until the concert finished. In fact, according to my calculations, by this time their fans will have drunk all the beer on the planet, and Tricky Pixie should be quite eager to leave.
Why do you think so, Mr. Spock?
Captain, in my experience, a thirsty musician is a traveling musician.
Very well then. Mr. Chekhov, plot a course back off-key at work factor 7.
Aye, Captain.
Mr. Scott, are the replicators back online? We want to keep our guests happy.
Well, Captain, we do have a wee problem there. The replicators are only making fruits and veggies.
Damn it, Scotty, these are fans. You can't feed them only fruits and vegetables. They'll starve.
Oh, relax, Doctor. I've got a wee drop or two tucked away in the engine room. We'll keep them happy.
What have you got down there, Scotty?
Oh, I'm not completely sure, Captain, but it's green.
Captain, I have analyzed Mr. Scott's engine drop-ins. That concoction should keep our guests truly relaxed while we search for our author guest of honor, Harry Turtledove.
I think I've located Harry Turtledove, but the captain isn't going to like it.
Where is he?
He's on the programming planet, Hell.
Captain, I believe Mr. Chekhov has located our missing guest of honor. He doesn't think you'll like it.
How does he do that? ESP?
Mr. Spock is a Vulcan. He has sharp ears.
Well, I think Spock is a snoop.
I heard that, Mr. Chekhov, and that's Commander Snoop to you.
All right, everyone, settle down. Well, Mr. Chekhov, where the hell is Harry Ann Turtledove?
Captain, it looks like he is on the programming planet, Hell.
Oh, no, not hell.
See, I told you he wouldn't like it.
What's so bad about hell? Besides the obvious,
Lieutenant Sulu, the planet of programming, Hell, was founded many years ago in the dark ages of OryCon. Its purpose was to create a perfect convention.
But that's not possible. Things always go wrong with programming.
Their intentions were commendable, but they were, at the time, only human.
What Mr. Spock is trying to say is that the continuing effort to program a perfect convention has caused the programming crew to change.
What do you mean, change?
Bones, in some way, they've ceased to be human.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
We'll see. Lieutenant Uhura, open a channel to Hell. I want to talk to their leader, David of Lohkamp.
David of Lohkamp?
Yes, Uhura. I know it's odd, but no matter what strange planet I'm on, it always seems to be David's.
It is a known fact that they are everywhere.
Captain, I have the head of programming, the programming planet on channel 30.
Greetings, I am David of Lohkamp. Prepare to be sorry, wrong program. What do you require?
I am James T. Kirk of the starship OryCon. I understand that you are holding my author guest of honor, Harry Turtledove, on your planet. We need you to return him to our ship so we can start our convention.
Impossible. We have not finished programming the perfect convention. We still have 627 panels left to fill, and he is on all of them. We will not release him. You will leave immediately, or we will exterminate you. Exterminate! Exterminate!
Wait! You say you are programming the perfect convention.
Yes, our convention is perfect.
But your convention is not perfect. You have 2 Harry Turtledoves. You have made an error.
Error? Error? That does not compute. Error, error. 2 Harry Turtledoves. Error, error. We are the programmers. Our convention cannot go wrong.
What just happened?
Incident, I presented him with a paradox. 2 Harry Turtledoves on 1 programming panel. He couldn't go, so his circuits fused. Spock, what happened to the rest of the planet?
It's dead, Jim.
Scotty, beam both Harry Turtledoves up to the green room. Mr. Wells, see to it that this time the door is locked. For the protection, of course.
Of course.
Where to now, Captain?
To the hotel planet Marriott. If we hurry, we'll get there just in time for the convention.
Captain, that planet is not in my star charts. Where do I find it?
Out there, Mr. Chekhov, over the horizon. First start to the right, and straight on till morning. To the Sunday Warp Factor 7.
Aye, aye, Captain.
To infinity and beyond.
But wait, Captain. What about the sing-along?
Sing-along, Spock?
You remember, we planned on having the audience sing the Star Trek theme song while we show the end credits and the cast members take their bows.
How are we going to do that?
It's very logical, Captain. Mr. Chekhov, audience on the front view screen. Thank you. We'd like, you will have lyrics on your seat. If you have the lyrics on your seat, you will sing the lyrics. Some of you were given kazoos. If you were given a kazoo, hum along with the tune. The rest of you will provide the whoosh sound effect. As Penguin waves the paper enterprise, you will all go whoosh.
Damn it, Spock. What are the chances this group can carry a tune?
Approximately 579,000 to 1 against. However, that should not prevent it from being entertaining. And a 1, and a 2. Follow the bouncing triple.